Thanksgiving, everybody. You like my turkey hat? Do you like it? Do you like it? I thought it'd be like, what? How else could I start this video without a turkey hat? And I have my hoodie that says I Heart Leftovers. I got this for Thanksgiving, like, gosh, I don't know how many years ago. Deezy Weezo, come here, Bubba. He's wolfing at the cars going by. But yeah, I'm gonna take this off now. I specifically grabbed my hairbrush so I could just like get rid of all of the nonsense after taking that off. But how are you guys doing? Welcome back to my channel. Hi, my name's Caitlin. If you're new here, if you are new here, I'm really glad this was the first video you saw of me because this defines who I am in a nutshell. Just a goofy goober wearing a turkey hat because I can. So today, we're doing a savings check-in video. If you're new to my channel or if you've been to my channel before, the types of videos I share on here, I do cash stuffings and cash planning. And cash planning is kind of like my budget with me, how I'm going to be, what I'm going to be putting into my cash stuffing binders, like how I plan all that money out. And then I have two other series on here called my savings check-in and my debt check-in. And those are where I share my transparent numbers. I share where I'm at with my savings goals, how I am with paying off my debt, and today is that first one. We're going to do our savings check-in, and I'm honestly quite excited about it because we've actually been able to make like some progress recently, so I think this is going to be a lot of fun. So I've got my computer here, I've got my binders here, and we're going to dive in. So what we're going to do first is, what is that? Hold on, my dog's eating something that he shouldn't. Okay. Don't know where he got that. Life is fun with pets. Let's not increase the vet bill budget if we don't have to. Yeah, let's not do that. What I'm gonna do first is I'm going to go across everything that's in a high yield savings. I've already written down on my like little savings spreadsheet here what I have in the high yield savings vaults themselves, and then whatever cash I had from those binders. So we're gonna go through all of those, and then we're gonna dive into my favorite binder, which is our savings challenges binder, and get some final amounts in some other areas, and just kind of check in with how our savings progress is going in this binder too. I've been hyper focused lately, honestly, on like savings and doing all this stuff. Like literally the other day, I like sold one of my like Lily dresses, like my old one. And I got like, after like paying for shipping, I got like $36 or something. I kid you not. As soon as that money was in my bank, I immediately went to the bank and took it out and put it in a savings challenge because I'm like, if I have any access to it, I'm going to spend it. And I don't want to do that because I have more important things right now. So I've been trying to like really hone in, and also like, that's also why like on like some of my stuff lately, I've been trying to like, maybe I'll do smaller amounts in certain things, because my priority right now is just saving and getting a house and doing all of this stuff. Like I just have my priorities where I want them to be. And so I'm just trying to really focus on that, while of course still living life and having fun, because that's kind of a big thing that I always try to do too, is like, that's why I've done like my horse shows, or I'll do like the dog sports with my pups, you know, stuff that's like still allowing me to do things, because I don't believe in the whole like you have to be so fixed on saving that you don't live anything, you don't live your life. Like I like to take financial advice from a lot of different areas. Like I follow a lot of stuff that, you know, Ramsey, you know, that he shares, but I also don't feel like you should just like stop living your life, because what if your life wasn't planned for tomorrow? You're just gonna say, oh, all I did was save and didn't do anything. No, go have fun. So we're gonna dive in. I'm off my soapbox, sorry. So we're gonna start with Future House, and this one's gonna be the most fun because when we finish this one, we are going to, at the very end, a lot of my savings challenges in here are going towards Future House, so we'll really be able to see where we're at, which is really exciting. So currently in our high yield savings, in our Future House vault, we have $974.35. And what's really cool is usually at the end of every month, which we are basically here, I mean, it is Wednesday the 25th, usually at the end of every month is when the interest in the account is accrued. And the last time I had close to this amount was right before Annie's dental, and then I had to pull from different areas because I was late on being paid. If you've been following me on here, you know the drama. If you missed it, go take a look back. It was so much fun. Sarcasm. But anyways, so that's the closest I've been back here in forever, which is really exciting, which means I'm only $26 away from hitting the $1,000 mark that I was hoping to hit back in September. But you know what? Better late than never. I'm still ecstatic that I even have that much money saved. I've never saved that much money I think in my life. Actually, I take that back. When I was in high school, I had to save for my car. My parents paid for half and I paid for half. Like I got a used car, you know, a 2000 years car. And I had a job in high school where all that money basically went towards saving for that car. I think that's one of the last times I have ever saved this much money. So I'm really proud of myself. I'm proud of me and my husband for being able to do this. Like I'm the one who plans it, but like, not only am I earning money, but so is he. So he's contributing in that regard too. And so we're both making it happen. So I'm really happy. So that one, I'm hoping next week when I do my debt check-in, if I remember, I'll share what my interest accrued on that was, because it should be a couple dollars. I think one of the last times I had, like, actually, here, I have my spreadsheet here. This is really helpful. So in August, or in September, I had $905.25. And right after that is when I think I had to tap into some of it to finish for Annie's Dental. Because this video was filmed, you know, at the time, whatever. And at that, with $905, I earned $2.76 in interest from August. So the fact that I already have like $69 like more, I feel like I might be more of like a $2.80, or you know what I mean? But either way, it's almost $3. So that puts me even closer to $1,000, which is really exciting. I love high yield savings. It's great. And for anyone wondering, I use SoFi. I don't think there's necessarily like a right or wrong high yield savings, depending on what you want. We use that one. It's just one that I found, and it looks good. I know some people use Ally, but when I say I have vaults, basically, and I know Ally, I'm pretty sure does this too. I think they call them buckets or something. But what it does is it allows you to create multiple like savings within your high yield savings. So that way you can have something specific. So for instance, when we were saving for our wedding, that's what we did. Like we had one that was just wedding. I have one that's just future house, emergency fund, blah, blah, blah. And what's nice too is that like they actually have like pre-made ones too that you can select from or make a new one. Like future house is one of them already on there. Emergency fund is already an option. Wedding was already an option. Some of the ones I'm going to be doing next, like my next one here, vet visits, that's one I created myself. So you can kind of, you know, pick and choose, but also they have some really great initial options for things that a lot of people like us are already saving towards. So it's really nice. So speaking of vet visits, in our high yield savings, we have $100.88 because we're finally being able to get that back up. And I have $45 cash from my binders. So we're at about $145.88. So we're doing good. I follow the rule of thumb where once I hit that kind of $100 mark is when I move anything to high yield savings if it's going into high yield savings. I found that from other cash stuffers here on YouTube, and I kind of like that. So that's kind of what I've been doing. Our regular savings is our savings number 3. I have $35 cash. This is the savings that I chose to create just to have a blanket savings. This is not an emergency fund. This is not anything else. This is just separate savings because I know that I'm not always going to be saving for a house, or I'm not always going to be saving for savings number 4, which we're about to get into. So I wanted to just kind of have something separate. This money could be an investment bank, an investment like vault. It could be for a lot of different things. So that's kind of what I'm thinking. Future horse, speaking of savings number 4, in our high yield savings, we have $102.45 and $20 cash. So we're making progress there. This is one that I'm just kind of putting off money when I can. The house is number 1 and debt is number 1. So that's kind of, it's just there. High yield savings number 5 is Christmas. So this one, we have $200.61 in the bank, and then I have $118 cash. Now, the only reason why I didn't put the $100 in there, I actually had $150 cash, but I spent some of it yesterday for Christmas. Again, really happy I have it. Wish you could see, I actually got a new tree topper for my Christmas tree in my office. It's next to me. I've actually never had my own tree topper. Me and my husband for years have just put a Santa hat on top of the tree as kind of like a joke, but also like, woohoo, there it is. Like, the only time I've ever had a tree topper in my life is at my parents' house. And my mom had this beautiful, like, gold little angel that we just slid on the top. To be honest, I can't even remember. It's going to sound sad. I don't remember if we still have it because I can't remember if it fell apart in the last couple years because it was really old, or if we still have it. I know that sounds terrible, but I'm blanking right now. But that's the only tree topper I've ever had. I've never had like my own. So I got this really cute little like star one from Target. It was like $25. It lights, it's gold. got kind of like warmish lights. It's just really nice. And I didn't know a tree topper could make me happy, but it does. So I really like it. So when we get our tree for the living room, probably this weekend, I'm gonna probably get maybe a tree topper for that one for the first time too. So I'm really excited. So I didn't take out the money because I knew I was gonna be doing that, and also because it's Black Friday and Cyber Monday week, my husband said that there's like a Christmas present he wants to get for me, and I was like, well, can you get it in store, or can you get it like online and use your credit card and then immediately pay it off, because I needed a way for me not to see where he spent money at. I was like, if you use like our Prime account, I'm gonna see it. If you use our regular shared joint account, I'm gonna see it. I was like, I don't want to see what the gift is. I was like, you gotta be sneaky here, because I don't want to know. And it's not like I'd be going out of my way to find out what he did. That's actually, I'm not that person. Like, I like Christmas to be a surprise. I'm not going around hunting for the gifts or anything like that. I just check our banking so frequently that like I just happen to see it. And the only banking app I don't have access to is actually his credit card. I have access to like everything else, but that's just the one I never did. So I was like, do something that I can't see, please. So that amount, the Christmas amount is probably going to like change in a little bit, but like literally as of like yesterday, we did have $350 in there, which was really nice. We sold an item, like a house item that we've been wanting to get rid of for a while for like $100, and I put half of it towards house and half towards Christmas, because he really wanted to put more towards Christmas, but I was like, compromise half. So, and I'm happy I did that, and we'll see why when we get into our savings. So that is savings number 5. Emergency fund, we have $20 cash. We're building that back up. That's one that will make progress, slowly but surely, and I do want to get to that minimum $1,000, or not minimum, but initial emergency fund of $1,000. I do like that idea from Dave Ramsey. I do think it's a very good amount to cover a range of emergency expenses. As someone who has had to get new tires, as someone who has had a lot of different vet expenditures over the years, I think $1,000 is actually a really good benchmark to start at. So I am aiming towards that. I think the highest we've ever had was July, and it was $250. And then August and September is when we had to dip in and use it, if you guys remember. So building that back up slowly but surely, but that's where we're at with that. Our next savings is taxes, and we've got $100 in the bank. And I thought I wrote this down, but I know what it is. I'll write it here. I think I erased it by mistake. And $60 cash. So we have $160.06, which I think is really great. And then our last savings vault is, and I'm going to be starting this soon. So it's on here, but I haven't made it, and I'm going to tell you multiple reasons why, is health. This is one I am trying to save up for. I would like to have a really good kind of amount saved up in here. We currently have $70 cash saved, but I just got a bill literally like this week, and I was so annoyed because I thought it was, I didn't have to pay anything when I left. I thought it was free. So I got blood work done last month, and I thought, because when I went there and it wasn't, I asked, like, when I checked out, I was like, is there anything I need to pay? Like, what do I need to do? And they're like, oh, no, you're good. I was like, oh, okay. So I thought maybe it was part of my, like, physical checkup for whatever reason, because I had to get it for my physical and, like, all this stuff. So I was like, oh, it's just part of that. And that first visit's, like, free for my insurance that I have and everything. I was like, all right, great. No, I got an email this week. Your bill is ready. And I'm like, my bill? But it was from, like, Quest Diagnostics. So I'm like, oh, that's the blood work. Oh, man. So I looked, $65, which I knew that was the copay for it, because I look up all my copay stuff in advance so I know how much to, like, budget for if I am having, like, a certain type of appointment or going somewhere. But I also thought that, again, because it came literally like a whole month later. So I was like, I thought I didn't have anything. So it's $65. I have 70 saved. I was like, son of a gun. So now I'm only gonna have $5 left over. And what I'm really trying to do is not only just save for, like, health in general, like, but I really wanted to also have, I'm trying to save up for dental, because the dental place that I've actually gone to since I was a kid, I don't live that far from it anymore like I used to. And they have their own, like, insurance plan that's really good. And I'm sure everyone on here can kind of relate. I think I shared this in one of my cash stuffing videos, like, earlier in the week or last week, was like, I feel like dentists, doctors, and hairstylists all fall in the same category. Once you find one you like, you don't deviate. You don't switch, because it's hard to find a good hairstylist. It's hard to find a dentist that's not just going to drill up all up in your mouth. And it's hard to find a doctor that like actually takes the time and cares and finds things. No, and that's not me to like make a dig at like anyone in any of those professions that, you know, by any means. I've had not the best doctors. I've had one bad experience with a different dentist. I've had a horrible experience with a different hairstylist. But I know every girl that watches my channel knows how important a good hairstylist is. There's one time, y'all, I swear, I'm going to demonstrate. One time, this was a haircut I got. I kid you not. It was this short on one side and this long on the other. I was like, what the hell did you do? And like, I had to like go to the manager because I guess I asked for a refund. I was like, you think this is okay? I'm like, at least do this. It's like, I can't grow this back, but even it out, like something. Oh, it was bad. It was so bad. So in order to get that insurance, I need, like, for just me, it's like 400 something for the year. Hi, Colonel. Hi, Colonel. Come on by. Colonel. He just, when you try to move him, he just freezes. I'm like, no, please keep going. He was sniffing my turkey hat. And then for like 2 people, with me and Chandler, it's like 700. So you do save like, I think you save like $150 or something if you do like the 2 for whatever it is. And so it's nice. It's just, it's a lot because you have to pay it up front because it is for the year. I think you should go down there. There we go. Good boy. And so it's just a lot. And like, I feel like I can start it whenever I want. There's just a lot of money to save. And my mind immediately goes to like, oh, I could put that in a house. Oh, I could pay off a whole other debt with that. Like, you know, it's just, it's a mental mind game. You know, I don't know. So that's what I would like to do with that. But it seems like we're going to be starting over this week. So it is what it is. But that's what I'd like to do with that. And hopefully we'll get there sooner rather than later. So that is what's in my spreadsheet in my vault. Now let's go into our binder. Oh, this is so exciting. So we've made some really good progress here. And sometimes I make progress obviously off camera in here. If like I said, how I had that extra like $36. Like I did that day and just took it out. It wasn't in any of my videos. I do that often. Kind of like how I said when I sold that item for $100, I put 50 in here. I'm going to tell you where it went. So we have a couple of savings challenges that we are doing in here. I have my dollar savings challenges, which are 1, 5, and 10. The $1, we are getting closer. We are actually, I don't even have to count this. I'm just going to do my little bubbles here. So this equals $45 and we currently have 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. So we're $20 away from completing this. The last time I did this, I did it as an extra debt payment towards our Sam's credit card, and it was nice to just do. Once I complete this, I'm not 100% sure what I want to do yet, but we're figuring that out. For our $5 savings, this has been really fun. So we've got 25, 50, 75, 100, 125, 150 in here, and we only have 3 rows left. And this is one that I am keeping in my high yield savings in the house fund. So there's $50 in here right now, and the other 100 I did put in our future house. So when we complete this, when we have like 75 more dollars, that's going to go in our house fund, and that's like a really exciting feeling. Our $10 savings challenge, I have $50 currently. This is one I paused so I could complete my $5 savings, and I'm hoping that once I complete that, I'm going to pick this one back up. My goal for this one is for like our car insurance. I would really like to use it for that. But depending on like how the timing of that may work out, like slightly like uneven, just because I only have 50 in here. And not to say that 50 isn't a lot of money. It's a crap ton of money. But our new premium renews in December. And in order to get any type of the discount, you have to pay it all up front. And obviously I don't know if I'm going to do that, just because it's almost like $700. We have Progressive. I have saved a lot from switching from Geico. Geico screwed me over royally a year or 2 ago. It's not fun. And I've been with them for like over 10 years, and then they just decided, no, I don't like you anymore. And I was like, why? So the first payment's due like the end of December. So obviously I'm not going to have this challenge completed by the end of December. So I may make like a payment or something, and then like whatever's left, maybe when I get to that mark in here, I'll pay it. And then anything else I complete on here, maybe I'll put it towards like future house or like a debt payment. Cause you know what I mean? Cause this is going to be a good, like, this is 50, 100, 150, 200, 250, 300, 350, 400. This is 450. Once I already make my first payment, which is like, I think I saw was like 120 is like the initial, that already drops it down to what this whole thing would be. And if like, you know, if I make 2 of those, I only have to fill up half this, and then I can still put another like $150 or $200 or whatever towards house or whatever else I want to do. So that's kind of what I'm thinking. It's something where like I just had different priorities. I wanted to complete some of these other ones because I'll be honest, the $5 savings challenge is a lot less intimidating than the $10. It just is. Even though the $10 adds up faster because it's double both of these, or, you know, quadruple or whatever. But yeah, so that's just kind of where I'm at with that. This one, I do need to count. I'm really excited about this. This is the 52 weeks savings challenge. And this was one I was so excited. This is the one that I put my $36 towards. I did the $11 and the, I did $11 in here, and then I did a row of 5 in the $5. That's what I did. But the other day we had $42 left over, and I was like, where could it go? And I decided to do my first really high one. So we did it here. So I know I already have $100 in the bank for this. This also is going towards future house. This one totals $1,378. Oh, and by the way, the dollar savings challenge challenges, like those are from Purely Budgets, and then the 52 weeks is from the Intentional Dollar. So check it out. In my description, I have a discount to one of them. I think it is the Intentional Dollar, so just check it out. I think you can save like 10 or 15%, so might as well. But I really liked these challenges from like all of them. I really like all the ones that I have. So we have 100 in the bank, and we have 20, 40, 50, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 60. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. $68. So we have 168 out of 1378. So we're already a little over that 13th of the way there, is what I kind of said the other day. So we're also, that's $2 would be 70. So $32 away from hitting 200, which maybe I'll try to budget 32 in like this next one, and we can do like another high number together, and then that'll move to 200. That'd be cool. We'll see. Okay. So the next one is our 200 hidden gems. This is from Angie's Finance. This is a scratch off. As you can tell, I have completed the scratch off. I did it once. So what I'm doing now is just taking my little like marker, my wet erase marker, and just marking off as I do it. So I have $45 completed of the 200. And this one's been a really good one to do as a debt payment. I did this with my Sam's credit card a couple weeks ago, something like that. And it was really nice. I had that, and then I got paid on something else, and I took like some of that payment and did with it. I did this really big payment, and I'm so glad that I did that, because doing that really has made progress, and I'm waiting to get paid on this one other thing. It's so late. It's insane. It's so annoying. I won't even go into that. But my plan for that is to be another debt payment. So I'm just slowly but surely making some strides here, but really happy about that. Now, last but not least, let's go into our monthly, yearly savings challenges. This is where I'm super excited. So for October, we did completely complete it. That was the first time I've ever done it. And we are doing the 2.5K savings, because my goal, here's what I'm hoping for, is I'm doing that. I actually I woke up in like the middle of the night last night, y'all. And so I had another thought about savings. I think I have a problem, but at least I have a problem about saving money. I don't think, out of all the things you can have a problem to, I feel like that's a good thing. So I was thinking the other day, you know, I'm trying to complete anything that's part of this 2.5 is going towards future house, right? I completed October. September I only completed halfway, so if I can go back and fill that, I would like to. But November, all we have left is 55. This is where I put that $50 from when we sold something the other day. I was really happy. So we currently have, I put 100 in the bank, and we have the $50 right here. So we technically have another 50 towards future house. And then, I have this backwards. And then hopefully when I get paid on some stuff in the next week, or Chandler gets paid this week, but I have to look. I haven't done my budget for like what's left over, because usually at the end of the month, if I don't have a paycheck that lines up exactly, like my next thing that I'm getting paid on comes like, I have some small things that come this week, but it may already have like plans. I gotta look at my spreadsheet. My next like good paycheck is the following week, and so because of that, I'll still complete November, but I might try to complete December at like the same time, or start December at the same time. And it's just going to be like a little uneven, but like, or I may complete November if I have something available in Chandler's like paycheck. And I'll just do that and share that update with y'all like after the fact. I don't know. We'll just see. But I'm hoping if I can complete these and maybe start backfilling some of these others. I also have that one binder that like 52, I literally $100 100 envelope savings challenge. I like couldn't remember it at all when I randomly woke up in the night, and then it just randomly popped in my head. And I was like, I'm not going to forget it now that I remembered it. I just did. But like, I thought I could even maybe once I complete some of these, start that one. But I do want to complete these first, but I feel like I want to complete the 52 weeks. I would like to complete the $10. Like I want to complete some of these and like do that one on the side at the end. Because that one can save, I think that one saves like a little over $5,000. That would be insane, y'all. Like insane. But I do want to do these first, but I just started thinking like, oh, like that might be the next one that I try to like really work towards just because it's such a big one. And then keep some of these small wins again. You know what I mean? Like keep the $5, the $1, stuff like that. So just a random thought I had. But that is the progress we've made with our savings. I was really, really looking forward to this video with you guys today, just because I was really happy to have like a cool update. Because I've been just really trying to work hard and really kind of lock in on what my priority is, and that's this. So what I always share in every video, and I do this so often, I forget to ask y'all in the beginning. Gosh darn it, it is what it is. I always encourage everybody, if you're open to it, share something that you're working on, like saving towards in the comments below. You can share just a general thing. Like you could say, oh, I'm saving for a house too, or I have someone that was talking about they're saving towards their kids' college, which I think is so cool and nice. You know, like whatever you're saving towards, if you want to share a number, you can, or your progress with where you're at. Like I only need $200 more, or I'm 5% in. Like, I don't care, however you want to say it. I just love seeing all of that in the comments, because I don't know if you guys have noticed, but like people like and interact with each other's stuff. And it makes me really excited. Like I always try to see everything and check everything out and just kind of cheer you guys on. But I love when I already go to like, I get a notification that I've got a comment, and I'll go and it already has like a like button on it. I'm like, who did that? Like, that's awesome. So you guys are the best. This has been one of the coolest communities I think I've ever been part of, is the cash stuffing community. And you guys have been so fun and welcoming since I got here. So I appreciate y'all for that. So I hope you guys have a wonderful Thanksgiving with your friends and family. I'm so excited to go play with my mom's new puppy tomorrow. It's going to be so much fun. We're going to watch the parade. We're going to watch the National Dog Show, which I always do every year. And then it's just going to be a fun day. So I hope you guys have a wonderful day, a great holiday weekend, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye, everybody.